Welcome back, everyone, to the Song of Waves and Wind, where I am back here with Ulishar to get ready and go out and perform in a play, right?
I am as ready as ever I will be. Let us find Ashar Mul and tell him we are prepared to go.
Yes, let's tell them that we are ready to go. We're on the great triumph of Mordor and Ordok. Bleh.
Lords and ladies of Amaxdur, soldiers of Ordak, I hope you will enjoy this day our simple entertainment, the great triumph of Mordor and Ordak, written by our own famed Satagera.
What do you say? The first part of our mission has gone smoothly. We have infiltrated the very belly of Emaxdul without raising any suspicion of the lords and ladies of the keep. So far, they seem entertained by Saragera's words and the performances of Ashamu, Zimelcha, and Marshkanu, to say nothing about Jessamine, who always obtains the most laughter and the greatest applause. But our role in the performance approaches. Let us join Satagera by the door of the stage and await our cue. Yeah, we don't want to miss our cue. Okay, there we go. The lords and ladies of Imaxdul seem enraptured by the play up to this point. Let us hope they continue. Remember, Pineleaf, Mashkanu will say some heroes of Gondor will still remain, and then Ashamul will ask, who? And at that moment, you are to run up the stairs directly opposite us and stand by the entrance to the hallway. I will tell you the precise moment when it happens. Then you will wait until the Mumak makes its appearance, and when Mashkus asks you, well, then you are to dramatically faint. Afterwards, while the audience is distracted, you and Ulashar will slip into the hallway and search the Lord's study for the information Inkanush desires. All right. I hope I can remember that.
The tides turn in our favor. No enemies of Ordok can stand against us. Be not overconfident, my friend. Some heroes of Gondor still remain. Who? Now,
Me!
and me, you will not stand alone. Who are you? I am an elf of the northern forests, and my skill with the bow is unmatched.
Oh, I think we can match it.
Release Zamumak!
The Mumak! Well, it entered.
Well,
Ah.
Our Mumakil tower above the horsemen that seek to protect the city. Remain on guard. They may still have
We
something
have made it,
in
and I believe the
return.
audience suspects nothing. Follow me. Let us keep our voices down as we make for the Lord's study. Okay, got it. All right. I just hope that the guards are distracted also. Hmm. I hope you're not lost. Nah. No. Ah. Yeah, this way? Ah, this is the place. Okay, let's see what we got here. Ooh, some scattered papers. I have had my attendants gather the notes that we possess about the Song of Waves and Wind. What? We're finally going to read something about this thing? How long have we been doing this? And I am studying them for good news. I have something with which I can prove my worth to the frightful ones who came from Damadur. My mind is my own, for now. For now. If the fleet being built at Starkhaven in Sugnidar can restore Orrak to glory, Thothril may see my value. Fleet. I will write more later. I will double my efforts and study once more the record of the song's construction. G.S. Okay. It's a constructible song. Okay, let's see what we got here. Kolbatak was in poetic mood when they named the Barkush's fleet the Song of Waves and Wind, believing it would be the greatest accomplishment that he could oversee as hull. The wide, dark mere was new and appeared on no map, overlooked only by the skeletal gaze of the ruins of Kashuin, and it was large enough to hold a vast number of warships. The river Ikerbon remained navigable all the way to the sea, and with the sharp-eyed archers and spearmen stationed upon the bounds, the lake and its accompanying shipyard could remain a secret for as long as it proved necessary. Nizagim lay nearby, but its trees were blighted and it rapidly became a ghost forest. Few of its timbers were suitable for firewood, let alone for shipbuilding. Timbers for the fleet and stone for the shipyard and its wharves has been carted by Mumikil from the moor. Wagons departed from Khanan Valayar and elsewhere every few days, and Temanir accepted payments of silver and gold and asked few questions. Kolbach Hull died of gout long before the song was completed, but Mordor and Ordok worked together to finish the weapons that could destroy their shared enemy. The arrival of the Song of Waves and Wind on the shores of Gondor would signal the beginning of the war, but, for some unknown reason, Barkush launched the attack before the fleet was ready. It stood idle in Sugnidir, the Fearwater, for the duration of the war. It stands there still, even as a new king rules in Gondor, and all believe Ordok to be defeated. Prepared for Gormanul Sai, the Lagil of Imaxdul, scribe of Ordach. Okay, so Gormanul Sai is GS, I guess?
An unsent letter.
My Hul, I fear for Ordach. The terrible woman who came from Damadur possesses some sorcerous power over even the strongest of wills. She demands that we crush Gondor, and if we do not, she will take matters into her own hands. The war has left us with few options, but she cares not. I have hired a playwright to convince her that Ordok is strong, but I fear her patience will not last. I told her about the Song of Waves and Wind. If Mordor ordered the construction of this fleet in secret, she asked, why did the Dark Lord Sauron not wait for it to be finished? I had no answer for her. What could I say? We must now pin all of our hopes upon the song. We must use it to destroy Gondor. I will send word to the shipyard at Supnidar, the Fearwater, that the song must set sail at once. That must be enough for Thothril. If it is not...
If it is...
That is what the letter ends. He must have intended to finish it after the play.
Speaking of plays, we have learned something of great importance, Pineleaf. A secret fleet of warships has been in construction for many years at the head of the river Ikorban, and even now it nears completion. This must be enough for Ikanush. We have been away for too long. Yeah.
We must get back to the stage and quickly.
Okie dokie. Did we sneak back onto the stage? I mean, we did faint. So I guess we would crawl back in the stage into fainting position and all. Alas, for our dead! Our great victory was by the price.
Alas for the dead.
Oh.
Our great victory was taken from us by trickery. Remember always the glory of the Black Serpent. We can still seize victory for the Hul and for Orda, but we must not give up.
The Mumak is still on stage. Alright. That takes care of the play. Here we are in chapter 16.10 of the Song of Waves and Wind. And we finally learned, what in the world is it? Because haven't we been asking that question since chapter 1 way back in Gondor? Well, hello Ikanush.
What did you learn? Quickly now.
We learned that they built a secret fleet at the head of the Ikervan Valley in some place called the Fearwater. And they're planning on using it to destroy Gondor. I should have known, Pineleaf. When the Den of Stone shook to Mur, it collapsed the great caverns to the east of Ikerban. The river rushed into the chasm, creating a vast lake that showed on no map. After Thorongil destroyed the Corsair fleet of Edumbar, Sauron demanded a new fleet be built. The Fearwater proved to be the perfect location. Had he not loosed his war too soon, and waited for the song to be complete, things might have turned out differently. That the fleet was kept secret from all many have been prevented the masters of Mordor from attempting to harness it against us. Secret from all, did I say? No. Osgoth knew of the fleet, this song of waves and wind, and so did Nakasi Wave Reaper. This may be a problem. Maybe a problem? Yeah, I could just imagine. Nakasi's around here somewhere.
From your account, it sounds like the song is nearing completion, but is not yet ready.
We are fortunate. If goods and supplies travel by wagon from Khenag Volyar to Sugnidir, one or two secret stowaways might gain access to the harbor where the song is being constructed. Can I count upon you for this, Pineleaf? You must prevent the song from setting sail. I will remain here to combat the Tharduth, but I do not ask you to travel alone. Any who seek to go with you on the journey into danger will have my approval. So I need to talk to Glorfindel and to Ulishar on this matter. And see if anyone can join me as we look for the song. Hello there, Glorfindel.
I must remain within Kanush to face the Tarduth of Damadur, if it comes to that.
But fear not, my friend. I know that you have the courage and the skill to end the threat posed by the Song of Waves and Wind. I will see you again when you return in victory. Well, I hope it's in victory. Okay, so now we need to talk to Ulishar. Would you like to join me in going against the Song of Waves and Wind?
If you ask me to go with you, I will. But my heart tells me to remain.
Heart tells me to remain with Hurkar's travelers while they stay in this land. I owe them a debt of friendship for all that they have done, and I want to stay and fight the Tarduth if Ikanush asks of me. My heart also not stopped racing since he passed within Imaxdul. I am not sure I could handle another mission of secrecy so soon after the last. Well, there is this. What about Rahazi? Yes. Sounds like an idea. Hello?
I will accompany you on this journey. Such a fleet as you describe threatens my home and my people.
And no daughter of Iridir could let this danger remain unmet and unopposed. Supplies depart for Sunidir from the Khanag south of Jirat Minej. Kanangavalia? Sorry, I made that sound almost French. Oh well, that is where you encounter that impolite Temenir, is it not? If we are fortunate, he may unwittingly drive us to the harbor where the Song of Waves and Wind is under construction. So you're saying that Temenir was trying to keep us from learning about the song, or at least about the supply route? To Kanangam Valoyar. Okay, Valoyar. All right. Then, and without delay. All right. And I'm sure I'll never learn how to pronounce that one right. I have found the wagon, and I don't see any sign of the Temenir, but I presume he'll be around here soon enough in order to drive it. Whether it's the same one or a different one, I guess doesn't matter too much to me.
Luck is with us. According to these papers, our wagon is soon to depart.
Ah, well then, you've already been busy here. Are you ready to go? It will be some time before we return to these lands. Let me know when you're ready. Well, let's go. Let's hope we're not away for too long.
We must speak only quietly, or we shall be discovered.
Well, I just hope he doesn't do a thorough search of the wagon before departing. Look at the cargo this wagon transports, Pineleaf. These are not the ropes and timbers I was expecting necessary to finish construction of the fleet of ships. Much of these supplies are wealthy goods and valuables. For what purpose does the Temenir wagon driver bring these items to Stug Nidar? I think they'd be lashed down a little bit better if you ask me. Well then, stand by the back of the wagon and listen for anyone as they approach. Not too sure what the back of the wagon is, but oh well. Oh, this here. You hear the crunching of footsteps beside the wagon.
I hear you. I will be back as soon as I can, and with gold.
Who's he talking to? It's not like he could be on the phone.
Where they fitting?
Would he? And it couldn't have been one of his own people, because he would have probably have spoken to them in his native tongue if that were the case, right? I guess they have no way of simulating the shaking of the wagon as it moves. Now we wait. You might as well make yourself comfortable. Is that where she's sitting out? Well, I don't know how long this will take. I wonder if I have enough food with me. Well, what do we now? It is difficult to mark the passage of time as the wagon rumbles onward. Was Shurgneen on an adventure like this, Pineleaf? The songs and tales recorded only her deeds and daring and of courage. Much was made of our contests and strengths against the dragons, but little is said of the days and weeks between such battles, though they must have existed. Will our own song speak of this wagon ride? I suppose that depends upon what awaits us at the end of it. Triumphant victory? Or crushing defeat? Or something altogether different? Oh no, he was just transporting stuff to Imaxdul. Oh. Well, what do we do then? We stopped. Have we arrived? Should we hide? Well, let's see. Or here. The driver has returned to the side of the wagon.
Fine enough. But the road is a thirsty one.
All right, we'll just wait for him to leave.
I think he is gone. Let us see where we have come.
Yeah. Let us see. We have arrived at the Fearwater. And, oh, this must be the lake that was created. Yeah, it's a pretty big lake. Is that a... I don't see any ships around here or anything like that. So, have you all departed already? Well, that would be inconvenient if that's the case. But, if it's departed, he wouldn't have come here, right? Well, at least that's going to be my assumption on the matter. Well, what do you say?
We made it. This is Sugnidar, the Fearwater.
As I feared.
None saw us arrive. Might we use this to our advantage?
I doubt not that the bounds of this land are watched by sharp-eyed guards, but the Tamamir who drove this wagon is known to them. He has carried us, all unknowing, to this place where it must be assumed every person belongs. I hear the sounds of an encampment to the northwest. What if we simply walk among these people and see what we might learn of their purpose here, and how near the secret fleet to be completion? Yes. Where is the fleet? I presume somewhere in this vast lake. How close is it to completion? And can we spy on them without being noticed? We have to find that out in the next episode of The Song of Waves and Wind.